Hey, welcome to Daquan's Aerial Quad channel. It is a nice Wednesday afternoon here in late May, and I am in a new town to fly in here. This is called Kimmswick, Missouri. It is a little south of St. Louis. It's very near to the town of Imperial. It's kind of eaten up in the middle of Imperial. Kimmswick, in particular, is known for its very small town feel shopping district here. So we'll take a look at some of that today. I am actually set up in the elementary school parking lot, and right now, looks like they're about to have afternoon dismissal for summer school, or maybe still regular school. I think they're out of school at this point. But there are some folks appearing here, but I think I'm far enough away from the center of it all that shouldn't be in the way for anybody. Not sure how the mics are going to pick it up. There's someone cutting the grass right outside where I'm parked. So we'll see how that goes. It's pretty warm in here right now, so at some point the controller fan is probably going to kick on the RC2. But anyway, as you can see here, Kimmswick is right on the edge of the Mississippi River. There's a park area here. This looks like a water treatment. Unless it's a hatchery. They both have tanks like that. But I don't think it's a hatchery. I'm pretty sure that's just water treatment plant. And here's another view of the town. I am rocking with the Mini 4 Pro today. Realized I hadn't had the Mini 4 Pro out in a while. Been all 5 Pro lately. So, I still don't have any filters on this drone. I think I'm going to get a polarizer, just to see. Because I know all the good polarizer lenses, they have, you can rotate them so they can be used vertically or horizontally. But of course you have to do that manually. So that does just cramp my style a little bit, because I love to do single flights where I can take a short in vertical mode. Then I can also do full-length videos here in horizontal without having to land and make adjustments or change batteries or anything. But it's worth trying, I guess. I'll at least get it maybe start with this drone, since I don't have any filters for it. And if I like the polarizer, I'll grab one for the 5 Pro. Maybe for the 4K. I think you can get filters on the Mini 4K also. But you can see in the screen recording, I'm still at 86% battery. Been pressed record about 5 minutes ago. The plus battery, I think I've got one of the plus batteries in right now. On the 4 Pro, I've got 3 of each. I got 3 regulars and I've got 3 of the pluses. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. But here you see we're kind of focused in on the Windsor Elementary School. The Windsor School District is in, as I say, Imperial. It's right here at the edge of Kimmswick. And it's a pretty good sized school district. If I think about it, I'll put some populations up, probably the towns around here. Kimmswick itself, there are some houses in here, but a lot of this is, as I said, the shopping. The most famous one, let's see if I can find it here. It's been a minute since I've really been around Kimmswick. But the most famous restaurant, it's this blue building that's called the Blue Owl. And it's quite famous locally. A nice woman named Mary runs it. In another town in Festus, she actually had a offshoot called Mary's Sweet Shop on Main Street for a while. Doesn't have that anymore. See, there's another couple places. I'm going to struggle with names because I don't have a script or anything, but the Dough Depot, as in DOUGH is a spot here. It's, I think, maybe this lighter roofed building. This one here in the crosshairs. But they have really good sandwiches and pizza and things like that there. And otherwise, there's a lot of little shops to buy knickknacks. There's an ice cream shop. And then every year, there's a couple of big festivals around here. Apple Butter Festival is a big one. And then, I'm blanking on the name of the really big one. I'll try to put that on screen here. But it is jam-packed in here. I don't think they even let you park in the town. I think you actually have to go and park over here. This is the rest of Windsor's campus. I think this is the junior high back here, and then the high school is out that direction. I think that's how that breaks down. But they'll fill those parking lots, and they'll take the buses, and they'll bus people from the lots into Kimmswick. They don't want you to sneak onto the field and then cross over through the forest here. Turns out that's not what they're trying to get you to do. Ask me how I know. I didn't know. I don't know. I just work here. But at any rate, it's all, as usual, very indicative here of nice parts of Missouri right alongside the river. Some creeks here and such running around. And, oh, what do we have over here? It's not going to be a Dejuan's aerial quad channel video if I just ignore this beautiful thing out in the distance. And here the fans on the RC2 have kicked in. I'll let you hear it. Remember to turn off the audio cut there. Yeah, kids are getting out of school here, so don't want to freak anyone out that I'm flying a drone around their children. So I've got a good chunk of battery left. Hopefully most of them can be out by the time I bring this bird in for a landing. Thanks to Zach at Dead Armadillo Sounds for the music we have today. Yeah, it's not a big water tower, but we don't discriminate around here. We like all the water towers. After this, I'm hoping to get over to more of the main part of Imperial. Get a flight in over there, just hitting some spots I've not hit before. I do have a... not to lose service. I do have a not nearly so big as California last summer, but I do have a road trip planned for sometime in the next month. I don't have dates picked out yet, but I'm going to go to that Air Force Museum I've mentioned before in Ohio. And then from there, I'm going to make a lap kind of going south. I'm hoping to get to Asheville, North Carolina, because I know they, I'm bad, I don't remember if it was flooding or fire or what, but they had some kind of pretty bad natural disaster not long ago, a year or two, and just want to see how the place is doing. Because I do remember going there one time years ago. I played in a wedding band, and we had a gig in Asheville at that big estate, the famous one that I can't think of the name of right now. I'll put that on screen if I am able to think of it later. But I actually got to perform there, some mansion of some kind. But that was before any of that, disaster had happened. So we'll have to see what it looks like now. Alright, what do we have over here? Concrete plant. Well, they have a lot of trucks. And we're rocking with not the best signal, not the best connection right now. Drone is facing more or less behind me and to the right. Okay, so this is Imperial. I want to see if later I can get over to the bowling alley and set up in that parking lot. They have a good parking lot over there. Oh, hello. It doesn't look like it's too busy. And then let's see, a recent video was in Barnhart. And is it right here? Yeah, there's that tower. So right there, the crosshairs, that's a tower we looked at. And it should mean, I think maybe this structure right here is the big church parking lot that we were in. Which at Barnhart, Missouri. That was a fun video too. All these places that are kind of hugging Interstate 55. These small towns between Festus and St. Louis. There's a couple. Imperial, Arnold, Peevely, Herculaneum. Seen a little bit of all of them now. Except Arnold. I'm hoping to get up to Arnold later today, too. They have, locally, a pretty famous water tower at Arnold. I believe this building is the high school here at Windsor. I know they have a new, or relatively new, auditorium that they built the past few years, or they upgraded in the past few years. But which building it is here, I am not certain. Might be this one. That's a interesting looking entrance. Boy, I am farther away from the drone than I think right now, as far as this connection goes. Haven't spent a ton of time in this area, so a little fuzzy on angles and distances here. Let's see, haven't really looked at Windsor School a lot. The football field is nice, got turf and everything. Baseball field. Let's see, that's got to be turf. And we got 4 tennis courts. That's 5. I know how to count. Oh, and we looked at Jackson here a while back, and they had some dolled up parking spots. Looks like Windsor here has the same. Oh, there's some more tennis courts. That's 2. See, I can count. I know what numbers are. That eats up a good chunk of parking. I'm surprised they have that many courts. They must have a heck of a tennis thing here. But let's look at some of these parking spots. Yeah, it's getting pretty toasty in the car. Forgive the noise. I am going to start up and get the air conditioner running. Alright, so there might be a bit more of a baseline of sound now. White noise, but starting to sweat in my own car. Alright, these a little bit tougher to make out from this altitude. Let's see if we can't get just a bit lower. Oh, we're not a half mile away anymore. Looks like they've also worn a bit. I'm seeing 2024. I see 2025. I wonder, these wouldn't all be the current seniors, or the ones who have just graduated then. Interesting. As I mentioned previously, that's not a thing we did at my school. I have no idea what I would have done if I could do my own parking spot. Let's see. Let's look at this row here. And these drones are always slightly limited in their speed when you have the camera gimbal at a wild angle. I see that little turtle guy from Finding Nemo again. The later dudes had one of those at Jackson. Yeah, I don't know what some of these things are. A few more down here. We'll have a look at. You don't know me? Logan Bell. It's funny. It'd be even funnier if the kid's last name wasn't Bell. He just really likes Taco Bell. Who knows? Yeah, that's a Polaroid camera. I don't know what that one on the left is. Another one. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Looks like there's some more there. They're pretty faded. It's interesting with the different years. I wonder how that works. Yeah, we kind of zoomed past this field earlier when we were getting to that water tower. Let's see what the deal is over here if we can. The parking lot is thinning out pretty nicely now here, so should be able to come in for a landing soon without bothering anybody. Yeah, it's an old baseball field. Another certainly has that rounded off shape to be a baseball field, but the diamond is pretty grown in. Some birds around there too. Am I making them mad? What they always say is you can climb way faster than birds. So if you start to feel like you're threatened, just put the stick up. Another big old field here. Let's take a look at it from over the river. Haven't flown over the river in a bit. The old mighty Mississippi. Although the school building is between me and there, we might have a bad connection at that range, but we'll see. Haven't flown this thing for a while and got all the batteries charged up this morning. The Plus battery does not disappoint on this thing. I've been flying the 5 Pro pretty exclusively lately, and I only have Plus batteries for that, so I'm getting a little spoiled at really, really good flight times. But this is no slouch. Still has the 4K 60 and everything. It's good stuff. Got the AR on the controller. I got it here in the water. Some refuse. Very good. Any good sized boats in view? Yeah, a little bit. There's our big tower we always see in Herky. The lead smelter. And here's a nice view of Kimmswick from over the river. And that seems to me like as good a place as any to close things off here. Thanks for watching Dejuan's Aerial Quad channel, and I do hope that I see you next time.